Blue Prism latest news. And I see that we have 7 minutes, so if you need to leave, that's fine, because as I said, we will be putting the video on our YouTube channel, but I believe that it will take more than 7 minutes now to talk about what's coming next from Blue Prism. Okay, so because our goal in NEOOPS is constantly actually educating our clients and client base and bringing them the latest information from Blue Prism, we will focus in this last part of our workshop to Blue Prism roadmap. And as many of you probably know, it can be found on Blue Prism portal, and it consists of 6 main topics. So what you can see on the screen is the link to the information where the Blue Prism roadmap can be found. And those 6 main topics or areas are Blue Prism core platform, which is the Blue Prism as we know it, the Blue Prism which we work with every day. Then there are Blue Prism platform add-ons, digital exchange, Decipher, Discover, and solutions. So let's look at what's coming. For the core platform. So again, not sure whether there is anyone who needs to have user interface in Blue Prism in Spanish. However, there will be that option available after November release. What is more important, I believe, is that Blue Prism extends the SSO options so that you can integrate Blue Prism through SSO with additional third-party identity providers, not only Microsoft Active Directory, but also Azure Active Directory, Okta, OneLogin, and some others. So this is very interesting information, and maybe some of our clients are waiting for that feature because they just want to implement their internal user authentication system. Of course, Blue Prism is trying all the time to improve performance and accessibility. Sometimes they succeed, sometimes the version which they release may be worse than the version before. So we are yet to see it. But what they claim that the responsiveness and compliance with the latest accessibility standards should be part of the November release. What is really a new big thing is Blue Prism accelerators for use with SAP, which helps to reduce your development effort by 50% or more. What it actually means? Blue Prism prepared actually almost 400 VBOs for various SAP areas, for logistic packages and accounting packages, and for those areas like sales and distribution, materials management, plant maintenance, and so on. And this is a huge number of VBOs, and everybody having actually SAP in the organization can use them. Of course, I will come to that later. So what you can see on this screen is an example of how you can automate a process, for example, order to cash, which consists of 18 screens, 92 elements, 44 data items. You can use predefined VBOs for these SAP T codes, and you don't have to develop it from the scratch. So what Blue Prism says is that these VBOs are bringing 50 to 90% of development acceleration to your SAP automation. Of course, there might be always some last mile, last part, which will need to be customized. But the thing that you are actually using Blue Prism VBOs, which are produced by Blue Prism, so that you don't have to think about following best practice, because it's definitely there, and you just reuse those VBOs as they are. That's a huge advantage, and it really can help you if you have SAP in your organization that really can help you to speed up your automation. Of course, again, I believe that many of you are thinking, okay, so it is for free, what is the price tag there? And I'm going to answer that question on next slide. That was for Blue Prism core platform. So just let me repeat it. There are some improvements in the scale, in the stability and speed of business objects or process loading. There is UI in Spanish, and there are SAP accelerators, which is really a very interesting thing coming from Blue Prism. And I go to the next area of roadmap, that is Blue Prism platform add-ons. And again, there is coming another big thing, and that is a product which is called Interact. Interact is part of Blue Prism Cloud solution. Maybe you know that Blue Prism Cloud is former Thoughtonomy, which was acquired by Blue Prism in a year and a half ago, I guess. And Interact is an excellent product which is enhancing human in the loop or collaboration between human and robot. And this component is now available also on premise, because until now it was available only as a part of Blue Prism Cloud. And that on-premise solution also supports Active Directory authentication using LDAP. So let's dive deeper in what Interact can offer. So what is Interact? Interact is a tool which helps you to automate processes where you need collaboration between humans and robots. You may remember our last workshop in March this year, when Jakub Jurovec presented solution used in Komerční-banka. At that time, when they were looking for so-called human in the loop solution, the only available package was based on Transporter. Now you have another option, and that is Blue Prism Interact, where you can actually automate front office or middle office processes as well. Because many of you are aware, because you have been doing RPA for several years, that the standard Blue Prism product is mainly focused on automating processes in back office. So where Interact can help you, or which challenges you can address with Interact. If you are using both digital and human workers and they need a better way to collaborate, so sharing data between humans and the robots, we know that we could have achieved that already now through some Excel sharing or some other means, like creating some files on the disk, putting them in the shared drive, and people taking those files, updating them, putting them back, and robots reading the files back and forth. But that's pretty troublesome way, right? That's not seamless integration between human and robots. The other challenge is that very often the processes you are automating may require some human intervention. So up until now, you probably were saying, well, you know, we need within this process some human intervention. So either we postpone automating this process, or we split the process into two parts. The first one done by robot, then robot generates some file, the user will take the file, updates it, to do something with the file, and pass it back to the robot. So instead of doing that way, you might have said, well, let's leave it for later. And when you say, okay, maybe we have a solution, you need to have assurance that the platform or solution you choose is easy to use and built for enterprises and scalable. And that's what Interact is actually. So let's look at the benefits which Interact can offer. As I said, it's solution for human to digital collaboration. It's seamless, secure, enterprise scale human digital collaboration tool, which is part of Blue Prism product stack, which is really big advantage. It supports multiple interaction channels. It supports real-time collaboration, and the forms are created without any coding. I know how it is done in Trust Portal, and I can say that Interact offers even easier form creation than Trust Portal. So that's really big advantage of Interact, that you design and define your form in the easy way within the web interface. The custom interface is very simple to use. There is menu-based interface and can be customized according to organization brand guidelines. Furthermore, Interact supports user-based access control, so that you can control who can see what, whether this user can see this form or whether this user can see this field on the form or not. So that's also very useful feature. And Interact is designed really for the business. You design your form within your RPA team. You don't need to ask for help an IT department. So thanks to Interact, you can automate actually more complex processes which may require either manual initiation or collaboration between human and digital workers. All right, so these were the biggest news actually coming from Blue Prism, and we are going to cover also digital exchange. So not sure whether you know digital exchange. It has been here for some time. It is actually a marketplace where you can download various add-ons to your Blue Prism installation. In the November release, there are improvements for digital exchange private, where large corporations can store their business objects or bigger automation, which can be shared within their organization. So actually, digital exchange private is trying to support collaboration and support within large enterprise-grade organizations. And it actually is leveraging GitHub via API to enhance the collaboration capabilities. Also, Blue Prism is improving the digital exchange asset card, where you can find the assets faster. You can get asset metrics page so that you can understand how your employees use digital exchange and how the public is using the assets you provide. And yeah, the last option is that now it complies with US export control. Again, you can see the link on this slide, how you can get into digital exchange. On the next slide, I will be talking about Decipher. Originally, Decipher was planned to be part of November release, but it's being postponed, and probably sometime in December, the new release of Decipher will be coming. Many of you have run proof of concept with different outcomes. Decipher is here to actually extract the data from scanned or digital documents, semi-structured or non-structured, and helps you to transform that into structured format so that the data can be passed back to your robotic workforce, and then you can do with the data whatever you want. So there are some improvements like new form definitions. At this moment, only invoice documents were kind of supported with document form definitions. So there are coming new form definitions for additional templates of key business documents. User interface improvements. Yes, with everybody I have been running proof of concept, everybody was mentioning that the user interface is not the best. So we will see how Blue Prism actually addressed these complaints or requests for improvements. Improved integration with core RPA. Yes, as well, during proof of concept, we realized that we would need some more monitoring or management coming from Blue Prism to get information out of Decipher, because at this moment it's kind of limited. And again, the last option, the last bullet point, performance and scalability administration guides. I have been asking for that for a long time because you clients are smart, demanding, and you wanted to know what it means if I am going to process I don't know, 20,000 documents per month, what should be my hardware requirement, and so on. So this should be coming as well and should make our lives easier. One of the last topics before I finish is Blue Prism Discover area, where there is also happening a lot. In case you were using Process Discovery tool, you should be informed that the Process Discovery tool is approaching its end of life and will be replaced by Process Assessment tool. It is the next generation of the current Blue Prism Process Discovery tool. Again, it is web-based application developed and hosted by Blue Prism, and again, it should help you in your process assessment and pipeline management. Because we really are running short of time, I will focus now on Capture and Capture PDD generator, because it's something which we were waiting for. Blue Prism marketed it, and we wanted to see what it means. So what is actually Blue Prism Capture PDD generator? So it's a tool which actually will be running on SME desktop, and it will be capturing or recording of tasks or activities which are performed by the user. However, it is not task or process mining tool, so it will not be generating any information based on the logs, like optimizing or displaying the way how your invoices are flowing through your organization. It is really focused on capturing and mapping of a single known process on the user's desktop. So there is a feature of capture where the user actually captures or performs the steps, and these are captured. Then we can view the process map, we can optimize the process map, we can actually put branching into the process map, and we can export this straight away into Word document, and we can also receive a process map in PDF or Visio format. So I'm going to show you now a short video. It's just 30 seconds, where you will see that the capture is actually web-based tool, which you start, you choose new capture, and there will be in the taskbar an icon where you click on capture. And now this is actually on purpose in higher speed. Now you are actually clicking, or the user is clicking, performing all the steps which are needed within the process, all the activities which are needed, and once done, the user actually clicks on the save, and the process steps are actually recorded and displayed in here. And whoever is interested in more information, please get back to me, or this is actually available on Digital Exchange now and can be downloaded from Digital Exchange. What is the output of Word document of that PDD? I find it really nice, because you get automatically statistics like what you see on the screen now. This is actually a screenshot from the PDD generated by PDD generator. So you see the number of branches, number of steps, keyboard actions, clicks, total time. You see what all applications are involved in the process. And on the right side of the slide, you will see each screenshot with the description, whether it's branch 1, step 4, action 1. So I find it really, really interesting. It's free for all clients, and I will describe it later. and it's very promising. However, I'm still waiting rather for next versions, because this is the roadmap what Blue Prism wants to do with PDD generator. So at this moment, there is PDD auto generation phase. It's available now on Digital Exchange, and Blue Prism claims that it brings 10% reduction in automation time. I'm more interested in the February release, because it should be able to export a Blue Prism XML file, which Blue Prism claims should be some process skeleton already for you to actually finalize your process. And after February release, Blue Prism is planning to actually make it even more useful, so that it even creates or prepares some data for your application modeler. So that's really very interesting topic, very interesting direction where Blue Prism is going. I'm really curious how they succeed and how well it will go.